Hey everybody, it's Ryan, and if you're looking for something that tracks the, let's just say in general, air quality in a residence, an enclosed area, this video is definitely for you. So what we have here is a very cool, I didn't even know this existed, piece of technology that tracks a whole bunch of different variables when it comes to overall air quality, and here is what it shows. So this comes with a extension cord. It can be plugged into a wall outlet like this. And once the battery is charged, as noted in the icon here, it can be unplugged and still work, which is also really helpful. You got about, I don't know, like three feet or so. And then you have this device, which is, I don't know, it's relatively small. It's all in black. And it's lightweight, set up to be something that can be set up to where it can be set on a shelf or a desk or something. And it has a couple different cool settings. So it has an audio alert that can be turned on or can be turned off, which will allow you to hear if something is not like it should be. So if it is green, it's just nothing's gonna happen. You're just gonna be able to see the screen, and this is like live in real time what you're looking at. And then if it, let's just say, got to not being so good, there will be sort of like an audio notification let you know, hey, you might want to come over here and check this out. It also has a way to turn this black face off, and then you will just hear the audio notification, and then you can come over here and turn on, be like, hey, what's going on? There is a dim and then a bright and then a brighter option. So you don't have to have this going like this. It just can be like in a room, especially if it's a room where somebody might be sleeping. You don't want this to be very bright. Again, you can turn it down or turn it off, but it's still doing its thing and will alert you with the audio notification. Kind of cool. Your time, which can be in 24-hour time or it can be 12-hour time, like in the example here, does give you the active temperature in the room that it's in, does give you your humidity, and then it gives you 1, 2, 3, 4. So these 4 options here, both on each side, are really giving you some significant air quality readings. So this PM is like parts per million, and it rotates between 2.5. This is like, crazy fine, like very, very, very fine dust particles that sometimes you can barely even see. Then you have PM10 and you have PM 1.0. And those are just 3 different sizes of the particles that are in the air. Down here we have HCHO, which is really like formaldehyde. And that can be really derived from, let's just say, fumes from gasoline or something like that that's burning. A great example of this would be, let's just say the room is next to a garage or somewhere where you want to kind of keep a close eye on the air quality where vehicles might be running and giving off fumes. This would be a fantastic way to kind of keep an eye on those things that, once they get too high, not going to be too good for you, and this thing will notify you of it. It's also very easy to read. So here it will notify via the green icon. This says good, all green. So air quality, as far as this is concerned, is saying all good. Then you have over here, you have your CO2. And so this serves also like a CO2 detector, but it has everything else. And so here it kind of gives you the parts per million. If in this example showing how cool it works, if I was to exhale, and I would give off CO2 from the breath, you can see it jumps way up. And then it's going to come back down. So note how it went to okay. And then it's going to slowly come back down to whatever the room is, and then boom, back down to good. Very, very cool. And then you have here TVOC, and that's another metric as far as the total volume of particles that are in the air. And the instructions that have this have sort of like a legend, if you will, that kind of tells you, once you get over this parts per million or whatever this reading is, it will let you know why it changed from good to okay to, let's just say, poor. And so you have that if you want to look at that, but this just already does it kind of for you digitally with these color icons. And then you have sort of this average air quality down here, which kind of takes everything together and then kind of like, gives you sort of a summary. So let's just say 1 was high and 1 was low. It's going to kind of give you sort of a weighted average based on what might be important. That's cool. It's just a quick eyeball look at it. But having these all kind of doing the exact same thing for their own category is really important, especially if somebody is sensitive to certain things like air quality, particles in the air, or if you're definitely wanting to track CO2 or these other things that are related to fumes as mentioned. So having the ability to kind of track a whole bunch of different things is really cool, having that all in one device versus having a whole bunch of individual different devices that are all doing the individual thing. This does it all in one, and it's very easy to read, and having the audio notification is pretty cool as well. Now, full disclosure, this company sent this to me and said, Ryan, I don't think you know what our little piece of equipment here does. Can you give us an honest review, test it out, let us know what you think? Hopefully, this answered any and all questions you might have about this very, very cool, didn't even know this existed, piece of technology, and we'll talk to you soon.